Like if you didn't know you wanted to do it in going into like if you were undecisive, like when did you get your job and when did you finally understand that this is what you wanted to do?
For me, I didn't necessarily want to be a public defender, but I knew that I would have no problem doing it because I wanted to do criminal defense. You know, it's just a matter of, you know, I guess how I get my clients. So being a public defender, you know, now that I have it, I love it. You know what I mean? So that was no problem for me. And I got my job pretty late after the bar, because the bar results came out late October, I think, right?
Yeah, October.
And then we started training in November, and I didn't find out until like maybe that same week I found out I passed the bar, which is crazy.
Shit.
What?
Yeah, it was wild. It was so wild. And like I said,
Was
like
there
I had
any competing offers at that point?
well, so it's funny because like I had said before, like I had interned with a DA's office, so then I applied to them as well, and I never heard back from them.
How far did you get it into the DA office application interview process?
Just the first step. It's just like, you know, we have your application, we're going through it, yada yada. So they
You
made
didn't do any
communication-
second level interviews?
No, that's it. But I wanted to intern with the public defender's office, and I didn't get that internship. So then I'm thinking like, well, you know, they probably don't want me. You know, if anybody, the DA's office will just take me because they know I interned. But I never heard back from them. And then, not expecting to hear back from the public defender's office, I applied anyway, and they're like, yeah, we want you. And I was like, wow, okay, well, cool. And so that's how it worked out for me.
How about you, Kevin?
I had worked in like 2 PD offices throughout law school. One was like a paid law clerk job, which is fucking awesome because you don't really get paid much at all. But it was like mostly legal research and writing. One was actually advocating like in court and arraignments and stuff like that. But like I ended up going to Equal Justice Works in DC. I met Tim Gunn there. That was real cool. But like
Tim Gunn?
Tim Gunn, yeah.
Oh, Tim Gunn.
Who's Tim Gunn?
Awesome.
Who that?
Oh, he dresses well. He's some fashion motherfucker. Whatever. Random thought. But I went there and I interviewed.
Shout
and
out
it was
to
right
Tim
around.
Gunn.
Shout out I went there and I interviewed with like a bunch of like the major public defender offices. And my interviewing went really well. Like I was like everything just kind of lined up, and like Sandy happened I think around then. It like rolled in, and I remember like talking with some woman at like a table talk earlier, and then because of Sandy, like they had to switch around the interviews, and then I just ended up interviewing with her. Like everything just went like very smoothly with Equal Justice Works. So like shout out Equal Justice Works, but like it's probably one of the best. Like I don't think I would have gotten that opportunity, but for going to University of Minnesota, I was really curious in terms of like why like New York offices were looking for like a white kid from the Midwest to be like a public defender.
Can you explain that to me?
Because I the job market sucked, and like I wanted to work in
No,
Minneapolis.
not why you wanted done. Why did they want you?
Why do you think they wanted you?
Yeah, why do you think they wanted you?
I'm passionate about the people that I'm representing. Like, it's people that are looked at as criminals and defendants, and like they're people. I'm like a psych major, and I come from the background. Like my mom is like the most caring person in the world. Like she sits there and she looks at somebody, and it's like you look at them like a human rather than like a fucking piece in this machine. And I think that I would try to understand that, and like whether you're guilty or fucking not, it doesn't matter. Like I will represent you either way. I love like the fight, like the underdog like nature of it, like the legal arguments, and like being like it's, yeah, and like just like twisting words and scathing and like bitching at the DA, but like I also love the idea of like try to sell them as like a human. Like these are circumstances that which I don't know coming from the fucking Midwest. Like, but
So, sorry, just to interject really quick, because like being a New Yorker is a little different. So I'm imagining somebody from Brooklyn saying like how do you relate to me? How do I know you're gonna fight for me? Like, I think what Eugene's trying to say is like, how did you make them feel like somebody from Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens, like a New Yorker, like feel like that you could represent?
I think there's a difference between making your clients feel that way, right? Which is a question I am gonna ask. But how did you make the person hiring you think you could do that. And to a certain extent, that
Objection.
no, I just think that, I think
in terms of
that's the question I'm
in
currently
terms of
asking,
the
which is
person
that
hiring,
like,
in terms of the person hiring me, it's like the dedication to the job. It's
Yeah,
the
it sounds like it's
experience.
passion.
It's taking clinics, taking evidence, taking this, and like, but it's also like the passion that I represent in the interview.
Yeah.
But also, I think that's still the same thing that I bring to my clients and why I
Yeah.
connect with them. It's like I don't care if you're guilt. Like it's having that conversation with like a young black kid from Far Rockaway and sitting there and saying like, you know why you got stopped? Because you're young black and you live in Far Rockaway, and like saying it how it is, rather than like trying to like fucking placate or be like this like formal ass lawyer. Like you sit there and you connect with them, and then you develop.
Pull it out, got your bitch. Swag, 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 swag. Attorneys with swag, 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 swag. Attorneys.